Hello, everyone. Well, there is another sort of artificial scandal which is happening now in the world of chess, unfortunately. I'm actually just back from the long meeting with my lawyers, and frankly, they didn't advise me um, to record anything on it, but I feel just humanly to do it. This video will be, well, for of course for all of you, for the general public, but I would say mainly for Grandmaster David Navara and his recent claims in my direction. So I hope that he will listen to this video and to the especially to the end of it, my proposal at the end of the video. But frankly, it is the whole situation in the world of chess now, and this particular one is very sad. Unfortunately, I've been continuously attacked with a lot of defamation, a lot of insults, receiving threats, lots of things during last year, only for actually publishing statistics very often and actually trying to tell the truth. But somehow I feel like it's a good moment to start putting an end of it, to start to make some legal claims, because as you all know, even if some of you pretend not to know, but of course the chess media is very much controlled nowadays by certain structures, let's say. And it's living in a very strange, in a Alice in Wonderland world, which has nothing to do with reality. And unfortunately, some chess players, some chess media, they believe that they have a kind of unlimited impunity, because they will always have someone who is going to cover them if they are attacking me. But the real world is, believe me, is very different. So I want to go through the major points of this letter, which was published on chess.com, coincidentally just a couple of days after my announcement that I filed a complaint to the European Union regulators about chess.com. There are some claims, some statements which I can, without a doubt, guarantee that they are not according to the reality. And the whole story is basically invented from nothing, which makes me think that, and not only me, but also my lawyers, that this is a kind of organized attack, probably, in my opinion, very much connected with my complaint to European regulators. Maybe not, I don't know, that's just my guess. But in any case, that makes it even more legally serious. So they've explained me that it falls not only in the civil law of defamation and some other things, but actually also on criminal law according to the Swiss laws. And they are strongly advising me to take both routes, civil and criminal, to start cases on this, which I'm probably going to do, unless you will see the end of the video. So again, what I want to say, that I feel really pity for David Navara, because in my understanding of situation, as I see it, he's just being used as a tool from some people who want to achieve their objectives. But the problem is, David, now I will be talking to you as well. Hope you will be seeing this video. It's very important for you to see it. I believe that once David will, and if things proceed like this, it's practically inevitable. He will be faced one-to-one in front of the judge. All these people who are cheering him now, who are pretending to be friends, pushing them, go, they will disappear immediately. All of them, they will disappear. And David, you will be faced with a very, very serious, probably. I mean, of course, I'm not the one to be sure. It's not me who is taking decision, but at least my legal team, and it seems, yeah, that there are very, very serious, I would say, reasons to believe that it can cause significant legal troubles for you, and that is what I mean, and you will be faced one to one in the court, and there will be very little you can say in your defense, I think. And that is something I want to avoid. I have absolutely no wish, neither before, I mean, to damage David, not now, but okay, the problem is that my name is getting damaged, and of course the forces which are very happy for David Navara to make these claims, they are using it on full mount. I will show you something. Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of articles lately, very, very damaging, character damaging and image damaging for me, and this damage is real. It's not invented like this case, but it's real, and it's also financial damage. So that is a problem. That is a problem, and unfortunately, my legal team explained me that, of course, my main claim in general is against all this media who are pushing this absolutely absurd case, as you will see now. But unfortunately, since it is David who is main protagonist, it's his words, and probably it will be him mainly who will be the main person responsible for those claims, and that is why I want to. I really sincerely want that David understands finally that he is a pawn, in my opinion, in this not clean game at all, getting used, and he's pushed into very big legal troubles. David, of course, it's your choice how to behave, what to do next, but I just want to warn you. I mean, I don't want to damage you, I don't want, but I have to defend myself, because the damage is enormous which you make with your complaints published here, and unfortunately it has very little chance, unfortunately for you, has very little chance to stay in the court, and the consequences of the court decision might be very, very serious for you. So again, it's not a threat, it's my sincere warning. I offer you to take back all your words, and at the end of this video I'll explain what exactly, and that will make me possible, let's say, to file a legal case only against the media platforms who would, if they would not refute it and delete everything they wrote about it, all these false statements, I will sue them. Otherwise, I'm very sorry, I just have no other option to protect my name. But okay, we will talk about it later during this video. But for the moment, okay, yeah, you see this was published on chess.com, of course, who else? And some few things I just want to go through and explain, mainly for David, how serious is all this. I mean, because chess players, they live in this world of media who is cheating them, who is protecting them, telling them, fairy tales, but when you will face with reality is not like this. In reality, you have to, when you're making such a serious claims, very, very serious, and I will show you certain legal clauses of laws, of Swiss laws, you have to be responsible for what you are saying. Yeah, and the court, when it will get to the court, they will not care what Gotham Chess or Hikaru YouTube will tell about it. How will they falsely, okay, theoretically, I mean, pretend that it's all okay? They don't care, David. They care about facts, and their decision might be at the end of the day very tough. So let's go. So David is explaining that I published a tweet long ago. This is my tweet. Okay, I will take it, I'll make it smaller. This is a tweet. Yeah, so I was just publishing statistics. Yeah, because I have a team, we even managed made internal application. All these numbers are, well, there are parameters. There is a lot to explain. I could do at any moment. Nobody just was asking me to do it, but now I'm going to do it in the court. Actually, if it proceeds, I'm responsible, in contrary to the false statements of David. I'm responsible for the statistics, and I was never pretending not to. Yeah, I will explain what this number means, what all the numbers are completely correct, at least according to our calculations. It's made with stockfish. Okay, it's a additional story. We will since David was not interested to contact me since the very beginning, or even to ask me what is it, and that I give explanations, and I was always ready to do it. We probably should do it in the court. So David was number 3. This is accuracy of play with 10 seconds left. Yeah, this number I can explain. It's not for this video, but yeah, what this number means. Centipounds, but in a special way, improve centipounds, the system which we made. So these are the numbers, and obviously you can clearly see that okay, even by colors, I just wanted to make sure that these players are 26 plus, these are below 26, and it's a kind of not, of course, there is no obviously 100% clarity that one of the players is necessarily cheating, or not even mentioning all of them. But of course, it's a very strange picture when, with so many moves played, the player with below 2400 level is most precise, and Magnus being on the second place. But anyway, any strong player like David or Grishuk, or of course Magnus, could be at the top of the list, but definitely this or 2400 player, I don't know who are they, but I mean 2530, it's it's really alarming. And well, it's just what I ask is, nobody is interested in this. I mean, nobody is interested to investigate, to examine. They just start to attack me, to shame and blame and insult. But this is okay. If you want to contest these numbers, you can contest. Let's discuss. But it's probably not very likely for below to 400 player to be playing better than most of top players. Okay, all top players actually. Anyways, this is very clear, and you see by the color very clear that yeah, that is the idea. And in any case, it's Twitter, so you don't have much space. So obviously, anyone who wanted to my explanations, what exactly does it mean, and what are the parameters, could easily do it. In fact, I published once actually on this. My lawyers are checking now to find it on internet, explaining what does it mean. Obviously, it doesn't mean, first of all, it doesn't mean accusation of any player. It means very serious suspicion about some players, but maybe after investigation they will be clean. But since I was sending a lot of requests like this to chess.com, and they're never answering. Okay, what am I supposed to do? I see I'm a chess player, I have a bit of brain and no mathematics a bit, and I see the statistics and nobody cares. I mean, but it's about money. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's about money, and sometimes a lot of money. So what am I supposed to do? My last kind of chance was to start to publish it because it's true statistics, and I mean, in what world are we living if for the true statistics you are you get shaming, blaming, and complaints, and I don't know what else. Maybe I should be in prison for publishing the true statistics. So okay, that is really absurd because it was very obvious, and again I stated even again that there was nothing against obviously David, and even it's more even okay. It's actually quite an achievement. So, well, I mean, there was no problem to contact me at all. If I wouldn't even cross my mind that he would take it in such way, but he could have contacted me at least. And I really, I mean, I mean, I want to stop this chess world hypocrisy that, oh, you publish statistics, it's like it's so damaging for a player. I mean, come on, you know how is it in tennis? In tennis, when you are playing top events, for example, everyone, including Federer, they have to inform this doping WADA on every move, them every half an hour, where are they? Because at 4 in the morning before the final match, the WADA can come and you have to wake up, break your sleep, and go and make a doping test, and nobody cares. I mean, nobody complains about it. Here, you publish completely true statistics, and the whole world of chess, well, of course, not whole, and of course, orchestrated quite a lot, starts to complain as if you are doing something unethical. What world are we living? I mean, stick to reality. This you want to pretend in court that this is any violation. I mean, they would just laugh at you there. I mean, this is objective reality, not chess media reality, but this is a reality. This is absolutely normal. There is nothing wrong in it. If I don't, of course, tell that this player is necessarily a cheater, no, but it's very clear that this player, for example, has to be examined for sure. So, okay, I mean, it's very strange that I have to explain such a basic things, but we are living in a very strange chess world, frankly, last days, lately. And then, then he's explaining things that he was insulted, that he, and well, you all know probably, unfortunately, this story, but I just want to go through certain, especially for David, certain just a part of the sentences which my lawyers clearly saw and clearly like marked as something which is not working in his favor at all, and some are really, really serious claims which are simply, well, you will see later. And yeah, so it's mainly for David. I mean, I just want him, first of all, to understand that, that he has to stop. You are getting pushed by some forces probably into a very, very bad story. And I'm the last one who want you to be there, but I cannot stop it. It's only you who can do it. So, because we care, it calls, so a few statements. Grandmaster Kramnik was not exactly accusing me, but his messages find a lot of viewers and so on. Well, I'm not only not exactly, I'm not at all. There is not even a hint in a normal world that this can be accusation of David Navara. Yeah, not even mentioning that again. I told it already. I mean, I wrote about it later. But his match find a lot of viewers. Well, this is a great reason, of course. I think that would be the main reason why they will prosecute me, yeah, in court. Of course, yeah, it finds a lot of you. Your letter found much more viewers, much more, and made much more damage than this rather innocent actually tweet. Okay, then, in my opinion, Grandmaster Kramnik piece of stats is just wrong, surely methodologically and possibly even numerically. Okay, I understand it's your opinion, but well, as you will see later in this letter, actually you didn't even dare to check anything, and you tell it there. David, do you think court will not take it into consideration that you are actually, in a way, you are putting blame on me that I'm publishing wrong statistics, methodologically, and surely methodologically, no. The problem is that in court, for everyone's understanding, chess media, chess players, and David especially, of course, you have to back every statement, strong statement like my piece of stats is wrong, surely methodologically and possibly numerically. You will have to prove it in the court, and you will not. I can tell you that you will not. And and once you make several statements like this, and one or two are very, very serious, much more than this, it might have serious consequences legally. Okay, almost from the very beginning, I asked for an examination of Grandmaster Kramnik statistic, but neither FIDE nor Grandmaster Kramnik cared to reply to my messages. Well, this is provable defamation. This is a lie. I mean, you never contacted me, David. Never. I would, of course, immediately answer you. I would explain you statistics. I will explain you that it was not meant against you, but you never did it, and I was not even aware of it for quite some time. So, and you never did it even after. So this is this is a very classical deliberate defamation, because you know it's true. You know you didn't contact me, and it was very easy to do it via chess.com profile, anywhere, telephone, after all, we were in Olympiad in Budapest. You were playing, I was there. What was the problem? Okay, if you don't want yourself, I understand you play, but there are so many people from the team, your captain, he could easily come to me and I will provide this document. So this is very weak. It can work work in the world of chess, when media will jump on your case and try to pretend that I'm the evil, but not in court. It's not going to work, David. Believe me, it's not going to work. Okay, next. After I sent my complaint to FIDE with copies to Chess.com staff, very interesting, yeah. But the role of Chess.com will be, if the case goes on, we will also investigate if there is any role they play in this story. But okay, I don't know. Let's see it in the future. A high-ranked FIDE official expressed support to me. In the court, this should be disclosed. Who did it and in what way? So every single word in the legal procedure which you claim, you will have to prove. That is a very bad news, David, which you maybe was not aware of, living in the world of chess with all these friends hugging you, but it's serious. It's not a joke. Once it gets to legal procedures. When submitting the complaint, I hope to clean my name. There is nothing to clean. Your name, was not touched. And reach justice. At least an official apology from Grandmaster Kramnik, and possibly even a 3-month ban for him. You shouldn't have written this, because it's very clearly very understandably that you were going after me. And considering what is written and said later, that is not working in your favor, definitely, yeah, because there is, I don't know what for is 3 months ban, but anyways. Given that I do not have social media, I was unable to find the details of Grandmaster Kramnik statistic. Yeah, okay, no comment. I think everybody understands that this statement will not be well received in court. So then I played the French league and put this aside. Okay, after the league I was already feeling better. Okay, and out of curiosity looked at some comments on the server, focusing on comments of people whom I like. Alas, they were sometimes reacting to some annoying nonsense. Well, David, yeah, that's internet, unfortunately. I received physical threats, insults, tons of it. I mean, when you are telling how, with all respect, how those comments were annoying, yeah, I mean, if you would see only 10% of what I'm receiving constantly, including actually mortal threats, direct mortal threats. So, I'm sorry, yeah, this is not serious. So actually then he explained that would make him depressed in a way. Yeah, I mean, it's very clear. So please don't put the blame on me, on this. But anyway, this very case again induced my suicidal thoughts. So the fact that you saw these comments because you were feeling better before seeing these comments. Sorry, I mean, why is it me who is guilty for it? That there are some comments which, I mean, with all respect, it's very sad if you have this, and you should never, of course, not do it, not even think about it. But sorry, don't blame me for it, or FIDE. So induced my suicidal thought and caused me a lot of pain. There was a real danger that I could commit a suicide in mid-June 2024 because of the circumstances described above. And this is already a very, very serious. Legally, I mean, I will, because this is not true, I'm sorry, but you told a different thing in your podcast, David, and this is very serious, very, very serious. How serious? Well, unfortunately, I will give you the clause of the law if you want to understand how serious is it. False accusation. The Swiss Criminal Code explicitly addresses false accusation under article which penalizes falsely accusing someone of a felony or misdemeanor, I don't know this word, before authorities. Okay, authorities, okay. Penalty up to 3 years imprisonment. I'm sorry, it's not getting there, I really hope, but it is very serious. You should all understand. I mean, and start in the world of chess, understand that you cannot just insult, defame people so easily. It can have very serious consequences. If the false accusation leads to severe consequences, wrongful conviction, okay, that's not the case. The penalty can increase up to 7 years. Okay, that's too much. Defamation offenses, it's more defamation, slander. Knowingly accusing someone of dishonorable behavior or facts likely to damage their reputation. Nothing reminds you this, while aware the accusation is false. So basically, it's partly accusation, but just this sentence clearly tells that I'm responsible for these suicidal thoughts, and actually I'm making a very serious potentially damage to you, not only potentially. And this is falls into the, I'm sorry, it falls here. Constitute slander. This could include false claims of causing psychological or physical harm. No, it's not this. Penalty. Read. I will not read for you. This, read please. So you understand that this is very serious, and you cannot simply do this, David. You just cannot. And I don't want to cause any damage to you and to go with it, but I will have to, again, I repeat, and if I do, I'm not responsible for the decision of the court, really, and you should think twice before. Why do I say this? Because let's listen to the podcast, New in Chess podcast, and let's listen to what David is saying very clearly, a different thing. First of all, see how many about after all these things David was telling about me, FIDE. Okay, about me, he didn't include him in the list of seemingly suspect result. No, I mean, okay, in the list, of course, because it is statistics. I cannot exclude people, just top 10. I can, you want to be excluded, I take you out. No, I mean, there is nothing shameful to be a top 10 player in some category for a strong grandmaster. I'm sorry, your interpretation is your problem, yeah, and so on and so on. A lot of also the interviewer is a lot of telling a very image damaging thing. I'm not even talking about articles and so on, But let's listen now to this part of interview together.
Himself and this. Yeah. So that's it. And basically, I found it so disrespectful that there was a silence for 6 or almost 7 months.
He's talking about FIDE now. It's FIDE. And it's about already 1 year, almost 1 year after, more than half a year.
And then they told me that everything was fine with me, just my appeal was invalid and like this. They kept me suffering for 7 months. Not a single, as far as I can remember, not a single word of apology followed. I told them what happened, and I had really suicidal thoughts because of this. Actually, after receiving this email, I wanted to commit a suicide. Maybe I would not do it anyway, but for 1 week, 2 weeks, I planned to commit a suicide in mid-January just because...
in mid-January?
This was completely disrespectful, and chess matters a lot for me, and
So... here David says that he wanted to do it. I hope it's not true, and that he wanted to do it in mid-January after the 7-month silence of FIDE, which was not really a silence. And in this text, I guess this interview was just before that. In this text, I'm sorry, but he or somebody who prepared is twisting it in the way to make me actually be responsible for. I mean, like that it was caused by me, but I'm sorry, it was. This was in January 2025. According to him, I mean, these thoughts, but not so. I don't know, like 8 months after, and it was because of, he very clearly says that it was because of the FIDE treatment of him, not of me. So this is, I'm sorry, this is extremely serious. It totally falls into this article because well, this is a very serious accusation of you know, that because of my, I don't know what, even my statistics, you almost committed suicide and had, I'm sorry, this you just cannot do. Nobody can do it. Okay, next. Then yeah, so this is a clear defamation, yeah, and very dangerous one. So the real danger, commit suicide mid of June 24 because of circumstances described above. No, I'm sorry, mid of June. Yeah, it means it was, in a way, it was because of me. I'm sorry, this is very serious. So then some parts of the letter to FIDE. So he said, since that unfortunate tweet of Grandmaster Kramnik, I have been suffering from various psychosomatic problems, obviously included insomnia. Well, I have permanent insomnia, it's okay. It's 225, and depressions, or at least big oscillations of mood. Well, you know, everybody has this. I mean, mood swings, struggling to regain the balance. I had to consult specialists because of that. Again, I'm sorry, just to tell you that in the court you will have to prove it with official, you know, visit to doctor, his final explanation, his final prescription. This has to be proved. I mean, I'm not sure if you're ready to. Of course, it will not be public, but for the court you will have to prove it. Otherwise, it will be considered as a defamation. Again, yeah, false statement. So just for your knowledge, I'm not threatening it. I just explaining you in what kind of situation you can, you know, you can get yourself with all these statements. I'm pretty sure that the infamous statistic by Kramnik is wrong. Again, I talked already about it. You will have to prove it. But it's hard to prove that when I do not know its details and I do not know where to find them. Very difficult. Just ask me simply. On top of that, you actually, yeah, here. This is very good. I mean, in brackets. I'm afraid that a random search of the videos by Grandmaster Kramnik could further deteriorate my mood. Sorry, it's not my problem. You can find it. You easily can find it. You didn't. And you claim, you are blaming, stating that my statistics is wrong, you know, and actually making quite harsh statements towards me. And you actually admit here that you didn't even dare to check it. You didn't even dare, in fact, in reality, to contact me. You think you know, it doesn't make David's situation in court any better. I mean, and frankly, well, not especially mentioning Olympiad, where we were physically even there. You really, okay, chess media will believe anything just to attack me, but in court it will not stand. I mean, I'm pretty sure, again, it's not my decision, but common sense even tells that it's not going to work in the favor of David. I made it pretty clear in my messages that I was suffering a lot, basically calling out for help. He means messages to FIDE. Well, I mean, frankly, in this situation, yeah, I only say I agree with David that, yeah, FIDE is not really very reactive, I would say, and I also were writing to them sometimes, and they were not really answering too much, but okay, that is true, but please don't make me or FIDE or, I don't know, Donald Trump responsible for the problems which you have. I mean, the naked truth is that, well, it's probably caused by your surrounding. I mean, I don't want to tell, I don't know, but I mean, yeah, there was nothing objectively, I mean, in this case. And FIDE, to my understanding, I don't know, of course, but to my understanding, they just wanted to help you. They just didn't want to push it because there is no way your complaint have any chance, in my opinion, at least. I don't know. If you want, you can do it. I'm ready. I'm ready to defend. But they just didn't want to start it because it probably had not so much ground under it. Understand this, please, and don't blame FIDE. I mean, at least here, at least for being mean or something. Then, on July 22nd, I added Grandmaster Kramnik address from the FIDE website. I didn't even know my address is on the FIDE website, to the list, just clarifying some things. I guess it's some formal address which I'm not using even. I repeated my reservations against his statistic. Okay. He could have defended it but stayed silent. How could I defend if I was not aware even of it? Please contact me. I don't have defense. I will just explain. I would explain you everything, all data, everything. I mean, okay, this is simply not correct. Yeah, but stayed silent. Not even mention it's simply factually wrong. Yeah, around that time. Yeah, that is very interesting. Also, not very good for the court. I'm afraid for David. His address disappeared from FIDE website, but my message was not marked as undelivered. I don't know. I didn't receive any message. Maybe it was wrong address. I have no idea. I mean, if I would only know that there, I mean, at some point I learned that there was some, that David was a bit, somebody told me he was unhappy, and I wrote some that of course it was not meant that to be addressed to him. I mean, but I was not even aware up to actually a few days ago when this appeared that this whole story was going on. I mean, okay, it was not difficult to just contact me and that's it. Yeah, I was struggling with strong depressions indicated by this Kramnik's weird tweet. Well, I don't think it's weird, and fooled by its repercussion in the online sphere. Okay, sorry, that is not my responsibility, and with all respect, but it's okay. You feel damaged, you victim, but yeah, I don't think there is anything in this story that objectively that you can claim, to be a victim, but it's okay. You can think about it as long as you are not actually damaging my reputation, and this is serious. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. This I will try with the minimum possible damage to you. I mean, I will really try not, but I will not allow anyone, even a very nice chess player like David Navara, to actually damage so harshly and unjust damage of my reputation. I'm sorry, I also have one, and I'm also human, and it's not only about you, it's also about people around. Yeah. It feels wrong when Kramnik earns crazy money while playing controversial matches. Well, to start with, it was basically organized, or at least on the Chess.com platform. Chess.com was seriously involved in it, so maybe this is a reproach to the Chess.com more than me, because I didn't ask for it. Yeah. And secondly, it doesn't play well in the court, because it gives certain ideas of maybe potential feelings toward my earnings, which shouldn't be there. I believe we are colleagues, and I'm very happy if David Navara or anyone else earns money honestly. In any event. So I guess it's not a good sign. Yeah, to be unhappy if your colleagues are earning money. Anyway, I didn't ask for it, and also, I somehow it's also not very decent, frankly, in my opinion, my personal opinion, David. I'm getting a lot of profit from what I do. Yeah, a lot of profit. I was receiving threats. My family was receiving threats. It's all documented. Insults. Now I'm receiving very harsh, because of your statements. I'm receiving harshest you could ever imagine. I mean, you didn't even have 5% of what I'm experiencing now, objectively, not by my own imagination. It's caused by your statements, and after that you are explaining that you are the victim and I'm the almost profiting from it. I'm sorry, there are some limits. I really wish you not to go through even 20% of what I went through last year. So okay, then the whole case topped by these two emails. Feed emails much later. Almost pushed me to a suicide, and I think that it is in a public interest to know the details. Well, it is a serious statement, yeah, and it's also, yeah, if you think that you can just throw it like this, that me or FIDE almost push you to a suicide, well, in legal standards, yeah, it can it can get back to you as well. Yeah, it's not so clear how legal is it. So okay, we will see later. I should stress that FIDE legal director messages would be fine in themselves, but just added to my suffering after more than 6 months of painful silence. I'm sorry if it was fine by itself. I mean, okay, yeah, I understand. I mean, I have nothing against David even now, even though frankly, I had more respect before all this story to him. Now it's shaken. It's seriously shaken after I see that he's taken part in this campaign, which is really not fair towards me, I believe. But let court decide. Well, please let's be serious. This is the whole issue from the beginning till the end felt so unjust and painful that I plan to publish the whole story, submit an appeal against Mr. Dvorkovich, and commit suicide afterwards. I mean, I'm sorry, so it's Mr. Dvorkovich's fault now already. Well, it's I understand that you might be emotional, David, and so on, but please, there are limits. Yeah, don't blame people for certain problems which you might experience. I mean, this is accusation. This is basically, as I already mentioned, towards me, towards FIDE president. This is very serious. You cannot just do it legally. Also, you cannot do it. So try to understand. Maybe somebody around you who is your real friend, but he can explain. You know that it's. It can have serious consequences. You just cannot do it. I mean, sorry. Sorry if I see that there is nobody, all this world of chess is trying to pretend, or not all, but many are just silent, trying to pretend that it's your fair, all what you do is correct, and it's such a brave act. I want with this video just explain you the reality. I mean, to show you the reality. Yes, okay, this and that. I took no action. Yeah, then some explanation that actually had good results, so then he decided not to do it. Okay, let's not. Yeah, now, in my opinion, Mr. Dvorkovich is personally responsible for the way how FIDE treated me. Well, yeah. If the actions of FIDE or lack thereof cause me a lot of suffering. I mean, sorry, this, you just throw it like, thrown stones in the water, these things, but David, sorry, you should really understand, or somebody around you, that there are also people around, yeah, and you cannot, as you are insulted and so vulnerable just because of one tweet which doesn't actually accuse you of anything. I mean, when you are telling that some people are responsible for that you almost committed suicide, this is, in 100 times more damaging and serious, and you just throw it one after another, these things. I'm sorry, this is this is just true. It's not, I'm not trying to reproach you, or trying to I'm not angry with you, but we should really, have to be also responsible for what you are saying. The action, so now he's saying that please contact, I'm busy now, so yeah, if FIDE is not answering, of course, a criminal or whatever, yeah, I'm not answering because I was not approached, it's also bad, but now David is busy, only answer if we are good friends, it's important, it's urgent, and official FIDE official who wants to apologize. I would, so at the end of this video, David, I think I explained it very clearly. It's very sad for me, this whole situation, but I just cannot. I mean, these are very serious accusations. They're I mean, which you made, and they are not based on true facts, actually. Quite many of them. So I'm very sorry. We are not very good friends, but it is important. So I will use this clause. It is very important. It is urgent also. I'm not FIDE official and I don't want to apologize because it will be maybe very surprising for you, but I believe it's you who has to apologize and not only apologize. So now very quick the summary. I'm preparing, my lawyers are preparing the case. The case is extremely strong. If you want, David or anyone can go check with a lawyer this video, show and and listen to what he will tell to you. I don't want to damage anyone and not David, but I have to defend my name. So there is another option. Well, once the case is on, I cannot do anything. I cannot stop it, or So I'm sorry. That's why I'm coming here with a proposal, which is actually against the will of my lawyers, because they believe the case is strong and they really are me to go on. But I really don't want. It's not my cup of tea. I mean, to make all these things, but I will have to, and I will do 100%. I'm completely confident in my position. So what I offer you finally is this. These things: public refutation of untrue statements made and, the claims, quite many claims which you made. Public apologies published in my direction. And that's very important. Disclosure of some forces, if there were some forces who were behind you, if any, who were pushing you to do this and so on. I would really appreciate if you would disclose who were advising you to do all this. You can find it strange. Probably there will be many, again, articles defaming, explaining that this is crazy, what he said, but probably you already should understand that you should not listen to this fake bubble, which calls chess media. The reality is very different, David, and it's and again, it can end. Again, I don't know, and I'm not threatening you, but it seems that it's very possible. It can end in a very serious legal charges, and I repeat, I don't want it at all. So I really hope you will take the right decision, and we will close this chapter and just never get back to it again. Thank you.